Welcome back to our English class. So today we will revise the remaining lessons. So this lesson is about a rabbit. The lesson's name is Who's Lazy? Me. This is a big lesson, so I will just revise and tell you the story in short because I have already taught you this lesson in detail. So we all know who this rabbit is. This is Rolf the rabbit. So it is usually known that rabbits are lazy creatures and they hate to walk. So here is also there is a rabbit who is a very smart one. So here the Rolf rabbit had traveled to many places, and in these places all the animals were unaware of other animals. They just knew that they are the ones and Rolf is the one on this planet. So these all creatures were unknown of each other except the Rolf. So Rolf uses this thing for his own benefit. So one day Rolf found a very big packet of corn in his wandering trips. Then the seeds needed to be planted, but Rolf was what kind of a rabbit? He was a lazy rabbit. So he went to elephant and told the elephant to cut down the trees, and Rolf said that you cut down the trees and I will clear the ground. Then elephant agrees because elephant also wanted to eat crops. So Rolf, what does he do? After the elephant cut down the trees, Rolf goes to giraffe. Then he tells giraffe that I have cut down the trees. You do what? You burn the timber. You burn the timber. But in actually, who did that? Elephant had cut down the trees. Now Rolf is lying to giraffe that he cut down the tree. So giraffe, knowing that, giraffe thought that Rolf and giraffe itself are only two creatures on this planet, so it didn't know about elephant or any other creature. So giraffe agrees because it also wants to eat crops. Giraffe thinks that burning the timber is very easy compared to cutting down the tree, so it agrees. Then again this Rolf rabbit goes to elephant and tells it that you do the sowing, I'll do the hoeing. Again elephant agrees. Then again it goes to giraffe and it tells that you do the hoeing, I have already done the sowing. So this is how Rolf rabbit succeeds to grow crops to eat. But then he plays one more trick to keep elephant away from the giraffe and giraffe away from the elephant. He tells giraffe that there is a animal called elephant, and it is a huge animal. It can attack you or harm you, and it tells the elephant that there is a animal called giraffe. It is a very big one and scares the elephant of giraffe. This is how giraffe runs away thinking that elephant will harm it, and elephant run away thinking that giraffe will harm it. So finally, who gets all the crops? Yes, Rolf rabbit. So this is an African folk tale. Then the next poem is A Letter to Grown-ups. This poem is about what? This poem is written by Steve and Wild. Steve and Wild. This poem is telling us that some children are requesting few things to grown-ups. Children are requesting few things to grown-ups. So let's see what are those things. Dear grown-ups, please leave all the flowers there and don't cut down the trees. Children are requesting the grown-ups to leave all the flowers there and don't cut down the trees. Don't pluck flowers or don't cut down the trees. Why? Because we need trees to make fresh air. What do trees do? Trees make fresh air. And flowers feed the bees. What do flowers do? Flowers feed the bees. Trees make fresh air and flowers feed the bees. Like we eat food, our meals, bees eat what? Nectar of flowers. So flowers are needed to feed the bees. And trees, we need trees to make fresh air. Trees make fresh air. Again, the children are requesting the grown-ups to don't you always use your car to take you everywhere, because the fumes that come from car go everywhere. Fumes that come from cars go everywhere, and because of that, heat of the atmosphere rises. Then soon the sun will be too hot. If you keep doing these things, what will happen? Then soon the sun will be too hot. The atmosphere, the environment will be too hot, and all the plants will die. And all the plants will die like this. Then what will you eat? And how will you get fresh air? You won't get it, right? So we should not cut down the trees. We should not pluck flowers unnecessarily. We should walk as much as possible. We should not use too many vehicles. So please get out and walk a lot. You should walk a lot to see the clear blue sky. Then we will run and jump and play and grow up strong and tall. Then we will be happy every day, and we will thank you all with love from the children. Children are saying that if you don't cut down the trees, if you don't pluck the flowers unnecessarily, if you don't use your vehicles everywhere, what will happen? There will be a better place to live for us. Then, the next and last lesson is appearances are deceptive. Deceptive means misleading. Appearances are deceptive means appearances are misleading. You should not judge anyone looking at their appearance. So this is a story about an ant whose name is Beena. One day, this ant, Beena, was scurrying about in search of food. She was walking here and there, running hurriedly in search of food, because the autumn was approaching and soon there would be very less food for her, because it will be difficult for her to find the food. So she collected quite a bit. Then she was looking out for some sweetmeats, some dessert that younger members of her family loved to munch on after the meals. Then, running here and there, she smells some sweet aroma. Aroma of what? Aroma of pastry. Some sweet smell of pastry. Then, just then she looked up and saw something hanging from a leaf of bush. Looking closer, she saw that it was a tiny tail. It seemed to be all wrapped up in something, as it was bandaged. Then, she did not identify it, but the thing was what? The thing was chrysalis. The thing was chrysalis. Chrysalis means pupa stage of a butterfly. Then Beena explains, "Oh, poor thing. Oh, you poor thing. What a sad fate you have. I can run anywhere I wish, climb trees or go to mountains, and look at you. You are trapped in your shell. All you can do is move your tail around a bit." But there was no answer. So Beena kept talking and talking. She says, "Even ant children can run around and do so much as we can. They are free. You are all bound up and can't even move. What a dreadful life you have." So here Beena is showing her pity to this chrysalis, but there was no answer from the chrysalis. Then after a few days, again Beena was searching some food, and she saw one of the most beautiful butterflies she had ever laid her eyes on. Then it was light blue, spotted with light pink and yellow dot. The butterfly was light blue, spotted with light pink and yellow dots. How beautiful and how lucky to be able to fly around trees, thought Beena. "Look at me, Sundri," the butterfly says. This butterfly is the same which was in this chrysalis. So the butterfly says that I am your much pitied friend. You boasted of being able to run around and climb mountains. Then the Sundari, the butterfly says, but always remember, looks can be deceptive, looks can be misleading. So you should not look at someone and judge depending upon their appearance. So this lesson was about that. So here are some new words. Scurrying means running hurriedly. Approaching means coming nearer. Sweet means a kind of sweet food. Munch means chew steadily. Aroma means sweet smell, fragrance. Wrapped means covered up. Chrysalis means, as I said, pupa stage of butterfly. Exclaim means cry out in anger or delight. Shell means hard outer cover. Unusual means uncommon. Pitied means felt sad. Then deceptive means misleading. So kids, this was about our first semester. So you have done a very good job in your previous exam. I hope you will do the same in this exam too. Do read all these lessons and poems. Do read this question answers, grammar part and everything. I hope you will make me proud again. So all the very best for your exams. Do well, study well and take care.